up all these files, don't need no partners to finish cups. Yup, can't run them bleeds, but don't flag off. You just up the song. Doing dodging beam with this another purpose train. Only know how distracting me, that was still giving table talk.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the No Takebacks show. Changing things up a little bit around here.
Yeah.
I know we ain't been posting a lot lately, but we've been doing, just a little bit of everything, trying to get our feet wet in the water.
We've been working hard, man.
Been working hard. We've been working on things like this.
Falling out of love with you when it started, and I ain't trying to make an excuse, I'm sorry. And I've been lying through my fucking teeth, and that's the truth. I'm talking, gotta start this before I ever speak with you.
And we've been working on little clips like this.
My mention always making me uncomfortable. I had too much power that's connected time, and don't say I don't need. None is straighten me, take on heat, but I been not these greens.
I kick that bitch right to the curb. I kick that bitch right to. I kick that bitch right to. I kick that bitch right to the curb. I know when I'm right and I know when I'm wrong, but fuck it, it's what she deserve. I pull up in park, it's blood on the car, written when I slide and I swerve. I lay that bitch up, then break that shit up. They calling me Julius Herb.
You dig what I'm saying?
And if you don't know who we are, my name is PXPI AK, and this is
Zion, like lion. Don't say it wrong.
Ever. And I'm not even gonna repeat it because I always say it wrong.
Trying to maybe a short film coming.
Ooh.
So I actually got script going. Actually about to start contacting people. Like I know I said I was gonna start by the end of the year, and it's what, April.
See,
but
I don't even think that he really knows construct of time anymore.
It doesn't matter. It's gonna happen soon, but like this soon, not that soon. It'll be like a 5 minute. Well, I'm hoping for 5 minutes. 5 minutes is kind of.
I think 5 minutes is fair.
5 minutes is kind of long for a short film, so I don't know.
Is there really like a standard for that?
Yeah, you kind of want it like 1 to 3 minutes. Really is good for a short film. Because once you get to like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, especially like 10 minutes, then you're like, this is like it's like there's a short film and then there's like a short film. And
I get that.
If it's like 10 minutes, then it's like, okay, this is a short film at this point. Like,
okay, I see.
I feel like I need a snack for this.
Okay.
Okay. But if it's like, and I think that kind of starts sort of at 5 minutes. Like I feel like I need to pay attention to this more.
Yeah.
2 to 3 minutes, like you might not even need words to be spoken. Like you might just be in one location in a car. Like it's really like a short.
Yeah. Okay, I get that. That.
But like, there's full productions, $100,000 for
maybe
a 10 minute.
Maybe because these TikToks been like impressive as fuck lately.
Yeah.
Like they literally will. You can post up to like what 10 minutes on TikTok now.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like people are posting 5 minute TikToks.
Yeah,
so
and that's why it's like it's getting like more and more common.
Yeah, so it's kind of hard to like.
Yeah.
But you got to know who your audience is. If
that's
true. Your audience does not have attention span, you can't post no full film. If your audience only likes 5-second videos, you can't post no.
Yeah, you definitely got to know who you trying to market this video to.
There's some audiences that like they want a ton of content, and you giving them like little bits and snippets, and they like, come on, man, put the whole hour.
Yeah, they're like. Cause like they'll show the behind the scenes and then they'll be like, "Can you put the whole?"
They'll be like, "Hold up, I ain't see that in the clip. Let me get that behind the scenes." Like,
yeah, part. You ain't even post that part. Why would you even tease that part? The NFL draft.
Yeah, we got Shedeur going to the Saints. I mean, it's not confirmed.
The Cleveland Browns select Shedeur.
It's not confirmed.
Don't y'all still have Derek Carr?
Derek Carr has...
See, if we gotta explain it, they don't really have a...
So, Derek Carr is injured. Breaking news. Derek Carr is injured.
What now?
I think he had like a shoulder injury for an unforeseen amount of time.
Okay.
Perfect for the draft, which is this week, right? Derek Carr's out.
Is it really?
Yeah. Or it's either this week or next week.
Oh.
So Derek Carr is injured. Could go for the rest of the season. Could be 2 weeks. It's just an indefinite amount of time. Draft is coming up. You know.
Why would you even want Derek Carr? He literally gets his receivers hurt.
He does. Hospital balls all day long.
Yes.
And Shedeur, they saying he might not go 3. They saying he might not go 5. They saying he might.
Cam
6.
Ward is definitely going to be the first taken.
The quarterback probably so, yeah.
Yeah.
But
like, sorry to say, like, Shedeur does have the mechanics, but Cam is like he really crazy with it. But do I think that Shedeur's gonna go to the Saints? Hell nah.
Nah,
hell nah.
Listen. Coach Prime said you know, he said, you know, that ain't what he sounded like.
no. Hey, who's to say they won't trade up?
He said, you know, we got the same colors. I like their colors. We black and gold, white and gold. You know what I'm saying? It go together. That's the thing. It just go together.
New York need a quarterback,
and they got New York.
No, actually,
Which
they
one?
just signed somebody else, didn't they?
They got Russell Wilson.
Oh, Pittsburgh need a quarterback because
They finna
Aaron
get Aaron
Rodgers is
Rodgers.
he's taking the season off. He's gonna see who falls through. The Vikings gonna need a quarterback soon.
Yeah,
but
listen. Shedeur is going to the Saints because we got the 9th pick. Derek Carr is injured. Shedeur want to go to a place with we got a new coach, Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore just won a Super Bowl.
Kellen Moore,
He just won a Super Bowl, didn't he?
With who? Wasn't he with
The Eagles?
as an offensive coordinator, right?
Super Bowl.
Bro,
Super Bowl. You know what I'm
the
saying?
last time who did he coach? I think he coached Carolina.
Cowboys, somebody, I don't know. One of
I don't
them.
know. He wasn't good. He wasn't good.
But you know who rocked with him? Deion Sanders and Shedeur Sanders. Listen. He ain't gotta go buy no more new accessories. Everything. His cleats already gold. It just worked. That's all I'm saying. But people really are hating for real. I don't know, like, I don't watch it. I'm not going to pretend like I watch a ton of college football. But from the clips that I've seen,
yeah,
you know, I've been watching some clips.
Okay.
People say, like, Cam Ward is super calm in the pocket and he don't get hit.
Yeah.
But he had Miami's best offensive line in college. So it's like, of course he's not getting hit. And then people say, Shedeur, all he does is get sacked. But he had Colorado's worst football line in college. So it's like, what do you do if you switch the quarterbacks and the offensive lines? What do you do if Shedeur gets a good offensive line? Now, I'm not saying the Saints got a good offensive line.
The Saints have a lot to work on to be contenders for anything.
But what do you do if you give Shedeur a good line? And what do you do if you give Cam Ward a bad line? They say he's so calm and collected. He back there taking naps in the
but have you seen his out of the pocket run game though?
No,
like,
really.
Dude has
I ain't
speed.
seen them clips.
You ain't see those clips. I'm a Florida State fan, and he was playing the Miami U. I had to see Big Dog, and what I did see is he was fine with it. I can't hold you. I mean, we've been asked for a minute. For a minute, FSU fans.
Hey,
let's take a moment.
All I know is
FSU.
The Saints haven't drafted a quarterback in the first round since Archie Manning in the 60s or something like that. So do I think the Saints will get Shedeur Sanders? It would take a history-making decision. It's probably not going to happen.
I think that was a great comparison you just brought up because I just seen something saying that why is there so much hate on Shedeur and Deion and like how this whole nepotism thing is going down, but no one says anything about Archie Manning and his last name. Like, yeah,
because all of the Mannings have gone through football university, as they call it. And Deion was saying, "Oh yeah, they're gonna go wherever I'm gonna pick where they go. Basically, we're gonna pull an Eli." He said, "We're gonna pull an Eli."
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Shedeur's the kind of like rookie that you have to bet on. Like, you kind of can't put Shedeur on the bench. Like you could put,
but who's gonna start the quarterback? Okay, the Browns, they just signed Joe Flacco, and Joe Flacco, he came in. I don't know if he had full season.
He don't need to go to the Browns. The Browns need him. He don't need to go to the Browns.
I really think that Travis Hunter is gonna get drafted higher than Shedeur.
He definitely will. Travis Hunter is the best player in the draft.
You think that an NFL team is gonna let Travis play every snap on both sides of the ball?
No.
Pick one.
No.
And
he'll have to go to.
And do you really think that they're gonna let him play both sides of the ball, even if he doesn't play every snap?
He will have to go to a team like the Cowboys, where Jerry Jones just cares about making the most money. He would definitely get Travis Hunter and be like, "Look, we got the best player in the league, and he play on both sides. Give me another $50 million. Because that's all he care about. And then he'll go on an interview and be like, "Well, Travis Hunter is injured, but we still plan on making it to the Super Bowl." They'll be like 5-10. They'll be like, "Shut up, Jerry." With Bronny, right? He went 55. He is not in the top pick. He is not.
Bronny went 55.
Yeah, there's a player on his team that went higher than him. Dalton Connect was drafted higher than him, and they used.
And don't put Dalton Connect on your prize pick because he is not good. No bueno. He is gonna blow your parlay.
He's a rookie.
He gonna.
But people.
This is your time to shine.
But people don't look at Bronny like he's a rookie for some reason.
Bronny don't even make it to the prize pick.
He don't play. He's not. He don't be on prize picks. They be
yeah,
like,
he do. Yeah, he do.
They be like, what's his plus or minus gonna be? 0.5.
Yeah, he don't be
like.
And then well, he had one good game where he made he did a.
But like everybody can't be rookie of the year. Some people.
He's far from it.
Some people it takes some years. Like. It's gonna take him some. He's developing.
Yeah,
he dropping 40 in the G League. I know it don't mean nothing, but he get.
I wonder why it takes I guess you could say basketball would be a little bit harder because why does it take rookies? I guess not. Rookies in basketball longer to develop than rookies in football.
The speed of.
Do the top picks in basketball really perform as well as their number, their draft?
It's just I don't know. It's the same with football, where
anybody can be a bust.
Yeah, anybody can kind of be a bust, but also everybody is the best player in the country already.
Yeah, that's true.
But basketball is also a really nationwide or international sport.
Yeah,
so we got,
true.
especially now, so many people coming from other countries.
Yeah.
Like Jokic, who's great.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. And then what's his name? Wembanyama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Wemby. Put him on your parlay.
On top of having to be a height that isn't physically good for anything other than basketball, you also have to be good. And you have to be able to run up and you have to do cardio. People don't play defense today. So it's
oh, you know that as a Heat fan.
Yeah. Hey, the Heat are in the play-in again for the third year in a row. The fourth year in a row, we're in the play-in.
We want to compete, and we're not going out for them.
After as disheartening a first-round performance as anyone could have anticipated here in Miami.
I need the FBI to look into Pat Riley's laptops. I need the FBI to look into Pat Riley's laptops. I don't have any information on Pat. I don't know anything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, look at him.
Period. Look at him.
He looks like a mob villain. I'm not saying that he is. I'm just saying at the point that we're at with the Miami Heat and how Jimmy Butler is now a Warrior and the Warriors look great, he doing something illegal. Cause I don't know, there's no way. He doing something else.
Don't be like Travis Hunter and fumble your girl.
They still together though, ain't they?
Yeah, but she a party girl.
Well,
she's a party girl. She's Even with some Lulu on her butt, I promise you, all them Snapchats that came up of her, like literally in other dudes' beds, making them food. Like imagine if your girl.
Listen.
Like
I don't got no. Well, she let the party a little bit,
but imagine if a dude had another Snapchat of her.
If somebody
cooking for her,
oh no,
and she just in the big T-shirt.
I would have to make some. Listen, I'll be at the gun and pawn.
That's the most southern thing ever. The gun and pawn. I'll be at the gun and pawn.
I'll be at the gun and pawn. I got the flannel on.
That motherfucker.
Look, I'm gonna show her my Second Amendment rights. Listen.
Motherfucker, go ahead, both of them in there.
This is a hypothetical situation. This ain't happening in real life. I'm just saying. But I hear what you're saying about Trav, right? I said Trav like that's my homie. But Trav, listen, I don't know too much about his situation. His situation, like, cause he's so spearheaded on it. Like he's just like he don't care. I'm glad he finally.
He do care, but he just doesn't express it, and that's good. I like that he
finally got off the
line.
internet.
Yes,
he finally got off the internet, talking about it, answering about it every day. But
but who wouldn't want to defend their girl?
You know somebody else who got off the internet? Anthony Edwards.
He did.
He used to be on the internet going crazy. There was this. Well, I ain't even gonna talk about the video that almost got him kicked out the NBA, where he was talking to some people on the street, just calling them all kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Anthony Edwards is unpredictable, but that's how you know you got money, because whatever he say, he like he'll pay it.
Have you been following like the send the video thing?
Oh no.
Well, so he's talking to this girl who I'm pretty sure is the same person. This girl has a baby with Lil Baby. Let's start there. She has a baby with Lil Baby.
Allah, she one of them girls.
She's like,
Allah.
let's say she at the least 39.
39?
At the least. Anthony Edwards is like 23. He's
23?
Yes. So
that's a big motherfucker.
So she like 40. He 23.
Oh,
she got a baby with Lil Baby. And she's about to have a baby.
How old the baby with Lil Baby?
I don't know. He probably like a toddler. I don't know.
What he did with Jada Waiter?
Yeah, he got a baby with her too. He got some.
He got some babies. He got a few babies.
Little babies.
See, see, this how you know I be minding me.
Anthony Edwards, right? He get this girl pregnant. She send a text message. It's not really somebody he talked to. So he sent the text message. He like, who is this? I don't even know who this is. She tell him this who it is, and he, she's like, I'm pregnant. Here go the little stick, the picture, and everything. And
LOL, the little stick.
He said,
if it's real, take the stick. He go like this.
Yeah. So he said, go get the pill. And she's like, all right, whatever, I'll take it. And he say, send the video. You know what he mean by send the video? He want to see her take the pill out the pack, put the pill in her mouth, drink the water, drown it down, lick the tongue up.
Okay, so this is the abortion pill.
Yes. So he said, send the video. Not just go get the pill. He said, send the video. I want to see you taking this pill.
Well, he said don't FaceTime her.
That would make sense. FaceTime.
Why would you just FaceTime her
and watch her do it live? Tell her to set the camera up. He said he wanted to record a video.
Like you can screen record on FaceTime. Just want to hear no audio.
Maybe he's just like he busy. He don't know.
Well, period.
But he said send the video, and that went viral because it's like, how do you tell somebody? Like she's sitting there telling him like about how she love him and she want to maybe think about keeping a baby. He just said send the video. Like, ain't worried about none of that. So at this point, it's well established, and that went viral. So the whole world knows at this point, Anthony Edwards don't want that baby. at all.
Okay.
So it's been a few months since then.
And he just casually playing basketball, going to work.
It's been a few months since then.
Oh Lord.
She never sent the video apparently.
Oh Lord.
I'm assuming she never sent the video because the baby is here. The baby is here.
So she never sent the video. And he was just fuck it. 9 months later.
He also offered money for an AB of the baby. He offered money for that, which I know that cost about $500.
Well, what is the AB of the baby?
You know. I ain't trying to listen. You can't say certain stuff.
Lord.
You can't say certain stuff on camera. They turn it into a political.
Yeah, but
I'm just saying, like the algorithm turn it political. So I'm like,
but
I'll bleep abortion, but
yeah.
gotta bleep it so they don't turn it into like, oh, they're talking about politics. No, we're not talking about. We talk about.
Because I'm over here like.
So listen. So Anthony Edwards, the baby is he offered her money to get the abortion, right?
No, that's not funny.
You know how much? You know how much an abortion costs?
Oh,
about $500, according to an expert that was just in here. I ain't gonna say expert, but
expert that's here because I can't.
Well,
I hope my baby not in there doing all that.
I'm just saying, I don't know if she's an expert, but she knows it was $500.
Okay.
He sent like $30,000 for the abortion.
God dang.
The baby is here.
Baby, I'm pregnant.
The baby is here. So she never sent the video, never got the abortion. Baby is here. Now she wants child support. Anthony Edwards and the whole world for the last 6 months have been seeing he don't want nothing to do with this baby. It was an accident. He was never prepped for this.
Okay.
She wants child support now.
On this situation that like, although he did state numerous times, like, dude, if I slept with somebody and somebody's telling me over and over again, they don't want to, like, how I think, especially if it was like a one night stand type thing, like, we don't even talk for real. I understand it. But some of these girls don't be over here, no, he can't be, it's a baby though, he said he ain't want it, all them times that them dudes just said, I don't want it, Keisha, and you keep pushing, legitimately keep pushing.
So I want to make a statement in the room with the woman, in a house of women.
Yes,
I'm gonna try to say this in a way that is on the line. Doesn't say I don't have a political opinion either way. I would just say, laughing. I would just say this, because people always say when this situation where a guy is like, he don't want the baby, he don't want nothing to do with it, and they always say, well, he partook in the act, so he knew what the consequences was. Now, that's a very fair statement.
That is a very fair statement.
And I feel like that's true. So Anthony Edwards, I feel like he should pay child support. I just feel like that just makes sense.
It does. And
but that said, people just put that on the man. They just say, well, he knew what it was when he partook, what the consequences was. But he been saying he ain't want no babies forever. So she knew what it was.
He could get a vasectomy.
That's true.
He could wear a condom.
Yeah.
He could pull out. Yeah. Or he could just not have sex with a woman like that.
These
are options. There are female condoms. People would be mad about this. But ladies, wrap it up. If you like, there are vaginal condoms.
But true. But they both have like you have to know if you were involved with somebody. That's the type of person that will be your dad or won't be a dad. Because there's people that just straight up won't be a dad. Like in this situation, Anthony Edwards has selected to just straight up not be a dad. You gotta know before you even get involved. Like, is this person capable of not being a dad? Because some people will tell you, hey, I'm just letting you know I don't want no kids. And then they'll do things that make kids, but they already said they don't want no kids. But it's the same thing. Where,
I just don't understand, like, whenever these dudes, like, whenever these things come out, why don't these men go and, like, the first thing I would, if I was a male, I would be like, paternity test. Swab my jaw. I don't give a damn.
Well,
I need to know that baby is me.
You can't. I think you can't do that till the baby's born.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why they try to. Well, some people like some.
Well, then don't hit me up until you had the baby.
But that's why they try to get you on the child support beforehand, and then after you are already locked in, you already like, this is basically my kid. I've been watching him. He 3 years old. Then you like, you know what? I never did that paternity test because I done already been locked in on child support, and that's why you get some people that's like, let me do the paternity test with this 5-year-old.
I don't want to hear that. He rich enough to have a lawyer that can get him out of that shit.
That's true too. We're talking about rich people. Like, you should have all these things figured out.
Yeah, like literally, this girl can. You can just be like,
I think you can undo a vasectomy. So just you can probably get about 20 of them things.
Literally. People don't think that they're reversible. People that is true. They're vasectomies are reversible. Anyway.
When you're rich, though, there's solutions. Getting 20 vasectomies. I don't know what that'll do.
You're not ugly. You just broke.
I'm not a medical professional. Anthony Edwards. He allegedly was ordered to pay $60,000, basically per year. Yeah, $60,000 a year.
Okay.
For child support.
I know she did not think that was enough.
$60,000 for a year for one person. Like, it's just one child.
That's literally a whole salary.
It's one child, a salary for one child for 18 years.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Crazy.
I don't got $60,000 for one human adult for 1 year. So $60,000 for one child for 18 years, pretty good. So he just paid $1 million, basically. Or 1.8 million or something. 1.08 million.
But he's also about to sign an extension.
Yeah, he gonna have more money. So technically, they would be like, "Oh, well, instead of $60,000 a year, it should be $100,000 a year."
Yeah,
but if you
that's
pay,
what he's trying to avoid, which is smart.
I mean, listen,
it's smart.
Does a person $1 million is not enough to last a lifetime
in this economy?
But 18 years. For a child, I don't know.
It's also you're not supposed to have $1 million and let it sit and let the thing go down.
That's true.
You're supposed to make investments and stuff, and once you get go through a certain threshold, like $500,000.
Yeah, but
you gotta get somebody to start looking over your money.
He put that baby up for adoption for the mom. How many times does a family put a baby up for adoption and is like, here go $1 million?
Plenty. Look into
$1 million.
Look into some southern neighborhoods. I promise you'll find some. Promise you, you will find some.
And gave him money too. So I mean, listen, I'm not. It's not funny. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh. It's just.
That's why I'm like.
It's just.
We're getting a little carried away here.
It's just crazy. But I don't know. It seemed like the type of solution to me. It seemed like the type of solution you would put into like ChatGPT and be like, "Hey,
what should I do?
ChatGPT, I don't want this baby.
Bro,
I got a lot of money.
Similar to what that dude.
What do I do?
Do you know that video of that guy who literally was in court and he used the AI lawyer?
No, I did not see that.
He literally.
May it please the court. I come here today a humble pro se before a panel of 5 distinguished justices.
Is this, hold on. Is that counsel for the case?
I generated that.
I'm sorry?
I generated that? That is not a real person.
Okay, it would have been nice to know that when you made your application.
She was like, wait. This is your representation? No, I'm not accepting that. Get that out of my courtroom.
Yo,
and it was like a big courtroom.
People are taking AI a little too far. They've been doing the, like, I don't know if you don't really follow anime, but let's just...
I follow anime.
You know, Studio Ghibli or Ghibli. I don't even know what it's called. Let's just say...
See, never mind. I don't follow it enough.
So look, no, people are just doing like on ChatGPT, take this picture and turn it into like an anime. AI is going too far.
Yes.
But it's got its uses.
It does. And the only thing that I kind of like don't understand about some of these AI is, so for my usage of it would be for maybe inspiration to cover our ideas, what I'm struggling to say myself. This can actually put it into words without bias and shit like that. So, and I will use it for like logos, cover arts, whatever I can send to somebody, so somebody that's real can really make it come more
so that's the
together.
thing. A lot of people complain about, not complain, but like, well, it's like we're in a complain culture, cancel culture, all that type of stuff. So
I kind of like cancel culture.
A lot of people,
I'll tell you,
it ain't for me. I'm a,
But I'm glad that like people ain't. You can't just go out here and say certain things and just be like, "Wow."
Well, you know me.
Slap on the wrist.
What year were you born?
2000.
See, I'm born in the 90s.
Okay.
I'm born
Why
in the 90s.
is it a flex to be old? What?
You know what year I'm born?
98.
1999. So I'm an old head. So like I got I got vintage mind state. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't you can't offend me. People are upset about AI, like especially when it comes to art, because it's like, in order for AI to work, it has to source images from other images. So when it's coming up with logos, it's technically stealing bits and pieces of other person's work. But what creatives do all the time, I don't know if you do this specifically, but if you're like, for me, if I'm making a video, I'm like, let me make a video that kind of reminds me of Hype Williams, or let me make a video that kind of reminds me of Cole Bennett. So that's the same thing. It's like, maybe don't use it as it's a tool.
I can get
ChatGPT. All AI, like AI is a tool. Don't use it as an end all be all.
Yes.
Use it to be like you said.
It's not a word for word, bar for bar, Soldier Boy type shit.
Like you said, like you take the logo that you made with ChatGPT, you send it to an artist and say, hey, can you make this into a logo? Then it's that artist's art, but it's just inspired by ChatGPT.
Exactly. And now they get where you're actually going with it, instead of you're like, because think about it, if I would have had to say my logo to somebody, like I would have had to been like, yo, can you write my name and the mechanics of this?
Yeah, and you might not know how to explain it, so it
and then
it
like,
gives
write
you
your name and the mechanics of this.
Yeah,
like,
it gives you a way to understand, like, get your idea out. So for me, like, I'm very good at writing a long paragraph. I can write a run-on sentence forever.
But look who was good in that class.
But I'm not good at organizing. So what I'll do is I'll write like 5 pages of just slop. Just like 5 pages of just raw thought, and then just throw it in the ChatGPT and be like, hey, summarize this, make this compressed, make this, like, I know that sometimes I write something, I might misspell this, like, you could just have it go through and edit it and revise something.
That's true.
That's like a tool. It's not saying, hey, ChatGPT, write this movie, I'm gonna film it. That's cool for like a YouTube video.
Yeah,
but like not for sale. Like,
and so today, like, I had somebody suggest to me, I was going through a lot of writer's block, and somebody suggested that I use like AI or something like that to kind of explain what I'm going through and use that to kind of help me work through things. And so I was like, okay, bet. And I got on ChatGPT. I put in some lyrics I already had, a little bit of how I was feeling, answered a couple questions. Are you okay?
Yeah.
answered a couple questions.
Yeah.
And then boom, it basically wrote a whole song, and I just took bits and pieces from that song.
Yeah. And I mean, it's gonna still be your voice. It's still gonna be your style.
Exactly. And I don't say it just how every single bar for bar, word for
Yeah, I'm
word.
saying, what, like if you had to, what % of that do you think is probably from ChatGPT?
I would probably say like 20% to 25%.
Yeah.
Like a quarter, because it is inspired off of like it's helping me get a baseline of what I want to talk about. So I can't just take away from that, but I can take it in my own direction, be like,
And of course, we're in an era where most music is not inspired by anything real anyway.
Yeah.
But you know,
and you also don't know like what a lot of these rappers and artists are doing behind closed doors.
Yeah.
They only show you what they want.
Exactly.
So you out here thinking that, oh man, he was in there just cooking. Yes, he has access to them tools every day, but he also has access to songwriters, other people who want to make it, other people who are wanting their name behind that. Ain't nobody, all y'all that's out there just bumping that in y'all Honda Civics, y'all are not looking at the credits on those songs.
Absolutely not.
I'm already knowing they're not.
They don't look at the credits until it's like a beef or something. Or,
yeah, and then they be like, oh, he did have writers. And that one writer just said, oh, you should say, yeah, right there.
Yeah. I'm gonna get me a writer's credit on an AK song. It's gonna be the one song you're gonna get that's gonna pop. And it's gonna be like, I told her to put a bridge on that song. I told her to put a bridge
on this song is not right.
I told her to add something to it. And we got 1 million.
And he got 1%.
So Poppy AK comes up to me today and tells me that she has a hot take about the music industry.
And I do. I think that female rap is being repetitive and overplayed. And I'm not just saying any and every type of female rap, but I feel like if women are going to take over, like the men are were taking over, then they need to be battling on the Billboard hits. And right now, we is battling in the wrong categories.
What categories are they battling in?
For number 1 on Apple Music, we don't give a damn. Everybody I don't even listen to Apple Music. You listen to Apple Music?
I got Spotify.
I got Spotify. We can't, it's cool and all, but we trying to, and we see Sabrina Carpenter up there. Shout outs to her. Not saying that she a bad artist by any means. She's very talented, very beautiful.
Yeah.
Her, Billie Eilish, great. These are pop stars. We need our sisters back up there. And Glow cannot carry. We tired of these one hit wonders, and we supposed to be better than the dudes.
What about it is saturated and overplayed? Like, what exactly?
Topic. And I think a lot of times, like, people were mad at male artists because they're like, oh, all they talk about is drugs, money, and sex.
Yeah.
But women are only talking about stealing from men, sex, and stealing off on, and looking good. Cool. What else is about you, though? Like, there's only so many artists telling their stories that are in the rap category. I can really only say that's out. You got Mana Leo, Glow, Meg, of course Nicki. Cardi barely makes music anymore. These are all mainstream. You look underground. Georgiana's cool. Is she anybody to replace them? No. You know it's coming.
Yeah. I mean, so when you say top, like, just like everybody, like, you saying people sound similar?
I'm not saying that
or
they
like
sound similar. I'm saying that
similar?
they're talking about the same things.
Yeah.
So everybody just running off on niggas. Everybody just getting a 30-inch bust down today.
And there's other people that match what you're talking about, because like even the music that you make is very far different from that.
Yeah.
But sometimes that kind of different type of music isn't played.
Yeah.
Or just isn't, what.
But it
people are
also
looking
has
for.
to be what people are feeling and going through it. And I'm not by any means saying that these artists are bad. They're putting out feel good music.
Yeah.
And what's going on nowadays is we don't have any money.
Like
and
Doechii is doing really good right now.
Shout out to Doechii, she's doing amazing. You're amazing, girl.
And she, and she's definitely up next or up now.
She's she's won a Grammy and.
But I'll say part of why, like, I won't say she doesn't count. She's good. But it's like we're in like a Kendrick Lamar era.
Yeah.
And her music kind of ties into that.
It does. And then she signed to him on top of that. So it's just like, to be under a wing like that. Like,
yeah. So outside of her, I can't think of anybody that's really doing anything like that. So.
But like, think about the people who are like, just up and coming. Like, you got, what's her name? I think her name's like Lexi Gates or something like that. And
there's people like Rhapsody and stuff.
I don't even know what that is.
But their music,
sadly,
they don't have a wide genre or like a wide target audience, I think. So like rap music, right, is generally like just more aggressive, generally more male oriented. It's just male oriented. Testosterone is involved. It's just kind of like the vibe of it. So like when women are involved in rap, it's like, who is your target audience? Is women that like rap music, and so this is like more aggressive women, or is this like women that just like music and then they're like, but I don't always feel like listening to rap.
But I disagree. I feel like rap has turned into violence, because if you really go back,
I'm not saying violence,
well, aggressive. But if you really go back, like, Tupac had his aggressive songs and his aggressive moments with Biggie and stuff like that. But listen how you talked about women. Yeah. Talked about.
I mean, you got like the party songs and stuff too.
Yeah, but it goes back to like.
I think party music in general is just kind of like not really here.
Yeah, I don't think it's. Women. And that's women, what I'm saying, that we're not really competing well.
So, okay, here's what I'll say. Women right now are taking complete control of party music. But that's like pretty much mainstream where women live is party music. Like the twerk songs and stuff. That's like.
But women love R&B music.
Yeah.
And who was your next Fantasia? Who was your next Mary J. Blige? Who was like Ella Mai?
But that's outside of just rap though.
That is outside of rap.
Yeah.
But we can go on and express like female
like
art
black
and representation,
female,
and that's what I'm saying. Like if we're gonna compete in genres, we're not really.
We don't have like a star, like a really major impacting person really right now. Like we still got the same kind of like we're in that transit. Like Beyonce is still Beyonce. We don't have another Beyonce because she's still.
But it's like, how can you? I feel I've seen somebody talking about that, and that is actually like, you can no longer get that back. You can't be another Justin Bieber. You can't be another Beyonce. Yeah. Why? Because everybody's already made their judgment of you right then and there. Oh, he's just another. Oh, he's trying to be cool and not be like everybody else. Okay, well, you hate me if I look like this. And
but that's what makes it hard for like. That's why like somebody like Rhapsody, she's been nominated for Grammys in rap, but still isn't like, you can't say she's mainstream.
Yeah.
But her music is different from the main popular music, but. Like, I probably would listen to it, but most women are like not trying to listen to
This is also label manipulation.
Yeah.
So they're just going to put
any label can put anybody anywhere.
Yeah, and they put their hard hitters out front, and they suck you dry your money and everything like
that.
But
I think your average woman is not trying to listen to, like, J. Cole or, like, conscious rap.
Like, you would be surprised. And you would be surprised that, like, okay, the biggest tip that you always hear is always invite girls because the guys will follow. Guys like to be in the same vicinity as girls. Yeah. That's just a fact. But you also got to think of those pick-me girls that need to be around guys.
I don't know. I mean, I do know some of them, but I don't know none of them.
But like there are those girls that just need to be around guys. They just cannot get validation for themselves or other women. They have to have it from a man. And so, not saying that every woman is like this, but I'm just saying that there are women that will learn J. Cole's rap songs and all the way down to D Smoke just to be like, hell yeah, I know, like I'm with you, because that's the type of guy she wants.
I just think there's an artist for every genre and subgenre of art that is out today.
Yeah,
but you have to actively find them in the time period that's so much different from when like people were going out trying to find you on the side of the street and handing you a CD. Like you have,
but it's a lot more people doing it now, and a lot of people don't even want to do legwork anymore.
There's probably 10 people in your own family that have wanted to make music. So
a lot of people fail to realize you cannot go to your family for help.
Yeah, so you have we have to just like, I don't know. There's like Spotify tries to do stuff with like the different playlists and stuff that they do, like
but that's still label manipulated.
Yeah. So it's like you just got, I don't know.
I mean, I've seen people actually get on editorial playlists and stuff and have
and you find music like from different kinds of artists that I've never heard of all the time. How do you find other artists that kind of more match what you?
Well, I also will say Spotify is good for that, because then when you listen to an artist that you do like, you can scroll down and they'll be like, you may also like, and that's pretty close on to what they're good with. And on your Discover Weekly, whatever you listen to, they are pretty good on that. Like people, it's pretty underrated. But the way that I find other music is I follow a lot of underground pages, and I follow I like a lot of underground TikToks, like people who have like 500 likes or less on something. Yeah, I go ahead and like it, and then my algorithm will pull it up and stuff like that. So by the time that y'all see him, I'm like, oh yeah. He made a song like this. Yeah, so, I don't know about that.
But I think it like we're kind of in a time that those people that were thumbing through vinyls in the 80s, 70s.
You can't even get people to buy hard copy anymore.
But those people, like, you have to be that. You have to have that type of mindset, just digitally. You have to scroll through the playlists and see what you like, because there's female rappers that are not in the saturation bucket. But
like one of my favorite female rappers is Rico Nasty.
Yeah. And Rico Nasty is super famous.
Like,
her music just doesn't get pushed.
Yeah, it doesn't get pushed. They just think it's too rock emo.
Yeah.
But she'll push Tyler, the Creator.
Yeah.
And he does some crazy shit.
It's all about the time period. It's all about the environment of the world and whatever, like you said, whatever a label feels like putting out, they're going to put out regardless.
All right, guys. Well, that was another episode, another day with No Takebacks. Hopefully we'll see y'all next time and y'all tune in with us. Again, my name is PXPI AK.
I'm Zion, like Lion. Don't say it wrong.
Don't say it wrong. And y'all have a good rest of your whatever time of day it is.
Deuces.
Hold up all these foes, don't need no partners to finish cups, y'all. Can't run them bleeds, but don't flag up. You just up the song. Blowing down, just be medicinal. The pearlers train to thought. Only know how to distract me. That was still giving table talk.